me toxic. Not so big, I can't fit it in a while. Can't move how I move, baby. Tell them stop at me when we lean, when we pull up. Yeah, it ain't for me to pop it. Too bad. Top drive, I be running to a check, I be sprinting to a profit. Do numbers when I want, I'm a cop.
I'm doing that they said that I couldn't. I wanna go on a vacation, I book it. I'm trying to get straight to the point and they crooked. They gave me the lane to the top and I took it. I'm going to the top. Yeah, I'm going to the top. Yeah, these be focused on them, but you barely got money, but you let her spend it. I'm already lit, but this just the beginning. I promise my mama I'm gonna be the biggest. I'm going to the top. Yeah, I'm going to the top. Poppin' my got designer to fit on. Hating on me and can't get on. I can't hop in the truck less than 10 on. In the color in the truck, not a rental. I be praying to God and I believe in Jesus, but you never catch me on spirit. Don't compare me to that's not on my level. You know that them ain't near it. I'm a rodeo, I'm spending a lot. How you hating? You still on the clock. I don't go back and forth, you get blocked. We just manage she. You'll wait for a month for the she pull over me or not. Waiting in line for some Jordans. I probably spend more on my socks. Got a for get. Got me shelling this like a rock. I be these like Dahmer. I'm too and I ain't getting calmer. If they're trying to book me for a show and it ain't over 50, I don't even bother. Trying to crack jokes, but I can't even keep. My name is not Palmer. I'm doing that they said that I couldn't. I wanna go on a vacation, I book it. I'm trying to get straight to the point and they crooked. They gave me the lane to the top and I took it. I'm going to the top. Yeah, I'm going to the top. Yeah, these be focused on them, but you barely got money, but you let her spend it. I'm already lit, but this just the beginning.
Welcome to 2K Sports presentation of the NBA with the Bad news is there is no basketball. There is no NBA. The game has been canceled. Ha ha! Happy April Fool's Day, baby! This is the NBA, and we've got a great one in store. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. Here in Memphis, we have an interconference matchup with the Grizzlies looking to create some cheers for this crowd. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one. They lost both of the matchups in this interconference battle a season ago. They'd like to change that now. And good that time. Well, Greg, this matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Good on the shot.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
Back to Suggs. Siakam outside. Mitchell looking it over. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point land. Milwaukee with the rebound. Left side, Ball. Pass to Adebayo. Outside for George. Here's Alexander Walker. Connects from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Siakam outside. Back to Mitchell. Again, Mitchell missing.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Now, here's Mitchell. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside, Ball. To the middle. And stolen by Siakam. On the wing, Mitchell. And again, Memphis no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to George. Ball feeling it out a bit. No good with the triple. The Grizzlies trailed by 6. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I caught up with the Grizzlies head coach. In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Siakam, that's good.
And wiry strong, Siakam just snakes inside and makes a nice play off the contact.
Now, here's Ball. George with the ball. Now guarded by Siakam. Pass to Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Ball with a wide open look. From beyond the arc and then some. Ball's got his third basket of the night right there.
Never short on confidence. Ball takes a long look without hesitation.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
On your feet, fans, here they come. Let's get loud once again for your first team.
There's a minute 34 left to play in the first quarter. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway. The Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
The Grizzlies trailed by 8. Here's Siakam. Rebound by Williams.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Lillard outside. The shot. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Simon. And it's in there.
Some guts. Simon's finishing with strength.
And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
Now here's Lillard. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 5.
Incredible range. Lillard makes these deep shots look like they're effortless.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 7.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Bucks lead by 12. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Milwaukee.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Let's give a warm welcome to your big league players.
understand we hear all the time about after timeout plays. About how many of those do teams really have at their disposal?
Well, you certainly have to have a few, Kevin. Coaches vary in their philosophy. Some coaches will draw them up on the fly. I was one, like a lot of guys, who wanted to have things that we've worked on that then we could go to. But that just depends on who you've got, how smart your guys are, how quickly they pick things up.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
And the foul on Tari Eason. That's his first foul. And here's Jackson. Pass to Shannon. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Shannon got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Now, Buzelis. Outside, Simons. Pass to Buzelis. Just 5 on the clock. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They've led by as many as 14 points. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. Milwaukee in their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Here's Lillard. No good off the front iron.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Over to the left wing. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Shannon. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Pass to Williams. Back to Lillard. From the line. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Lillard's got 11 points.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And Memphis making a change here.
Substitution for your Grizzlies, Nick Richards.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a 2-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that game time. Hey, David, thank you.
And got rid of it promptly. Mitchell wasting no time.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he's going to have to watch himself now. It's a little early for that second foul.
Adebayo with the ball. Pass to Alexander Walker. Just 5 to shoot. Double team on Adebayo. Lets it go with the three. Grizzlies with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
To the inside. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, great pass by Mitchell. He can run your offense, slide over to the two as well, giving you some great backcourt versatility.
Inside. And again, the turnover by the Bucks.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
The Grizzlies trailed by 10. Pass to Simons. They get the rebound. Buzelis with the ball. Floats one up. And it's Simons missing. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Yeah, Adebayo there throwing it down with a little attitude.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And so Siakam will bring it up for the Grizzlies. A 12-point game. Drops in the layup for two. Siakam's got 7 points.
Boy, once Siakam gets in the lane with that little floater, not much you can do defensively.
Ball from deep three-point territory. Rebound, Donovan Mitchell. On the wing, Mitchell. We've got 1:23 left now here in the second. 5 to shoot. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Ball from long range. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 10.
And ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
Siakam for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. At one point, they led by 16. Outside, Ball. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
Stolen by Ball. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Back to Alexander Walker. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. They set the screen. Pass to George. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
From deep, Adebayo. Siakam pulls it in. Here's Shannon. Richards. And the first half is now in the books. The Bucks on top, up by 15. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game, and so two things happened that drove me into coaching. Number one, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story. Here's Ball. It's rebounded by Memphis. Mitchell wide open. Offline with his three. Bucks leading by 18. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Ball, no good.
It seems like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. And Kevin, that pride certainly shows.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you.
Yeah, finessing his way around down low. Suggs found an opening for the score.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Off target with his three.
Well, defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that.
And finished off by Siakam.
And those are two loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player. Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Lillard. That shot, no good. Good D by Siakam. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. And that'll be his third foul so far.
In the first half, he handled the ball well, but he's been pretty reckless with it in this second half.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. There's Ball with the three. Grizzlies with the rebound. Pass to Suggs. Mitchell with it. George picks him up. Siakam's shot is off. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Bucks. There's the drive. Now Adebayo. Second chance shot. It's deflected. Now here's Siakam. He's got 9. Now Buzelis. Pass to Suggs. Siakam left side. Shot clock at 5. And finished off by Siakam.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish. He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here. Only 1 of 5 this quarter.
And here is Mitchell.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Fires the three. And the three ball is good. Mitchell's got it back down to single digits for the Grizzlies.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They stand from 15 feet in. Not many players more dangerous in this NBA than Bam Adebayo.
No, there's not, Kevin. He's got the total package when he gets in the mid-range area on down. He can shoot the mid-range jumper above the rim to finish. He can score with his back to the basket, and he's an outstanding passer.
We haven't even mentioned his defense, right? Because his defense is off the charts.
Always an all-defense consideration.
Pass to Iguodaro. Buzelis with the ball. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And for the Bucks, number 43, Jalen Williams.
.109 left in the third. On the wing, Williams. Here's Lillard. Got a piece of it.
Making good use of his length. Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
.58 seconds left to play here in the third. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lillard.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now. He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Outside, Simons. And stolen by Lillard. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Hauser. Back to Lillard. All sorts of time. Lillard again missing.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Bucks lead by 9. And we'll return.
The Bucks, 46.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. Now, he heaped praise on the defense. He said, the pressure's great. I love it. Keep making them make mistakes, guys. It's working. He thinks they're on the right track here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Mitchell. No good. Shot missing. Milwaukee leading by 9. Looking to end its cold spell. Good D by Mitchell. Siakam outside. No one near him. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Oh, the numbers speak for themselves. Siakam showing great versatility on the offensive end.
Kicks it out to Jones. To the right side. Here's Eason. That's a 2 from Lillard. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Mitchell outside. 6 to shoot. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Well, he was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Lillard outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Williams gets the bucket.
Yeah, for still being fairly new to the league, you got to love the vision Jones brings.
Now, here's Suggs. Again, Memphis. Here's Lillard. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Wow, the skill of Lillard to get his shot through while getting the whistle.
Second team foul. At the line for the Bucks, Damian Lillard.
Throw good, Damian Lillard. The Grizzlies trailed by 9. And there's a whistle that goes on Herbert Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now Suggs. Pass to Simons. Poked loose. Stolen by Allen.
Yeah, they've gotten careless, Kevin. No doubt about it with their turnovers in the second half.
And he makes that one. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Pass to Jones. Lillard scanning the floor. And no good that time. Memphis trailing here. On the wing, Mitchell. Stolen by Jones. Over in the corner, Lillard. Williams a screen. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And the Bucks lead by 10.
Known for his scoring, there, Lillard with a fantastic pass in that screen and roll.
The Grizzlies call timeout. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Mitchell. Puts up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Mitchell's got 10 points here in the second half.
You can see the confidence building now that he's found his mark from 3 in this second half. The defense is going to have to do a better job.
Outside ball. It's stolen by Reddish. And here we go. Back to Mitchell.
2 minutes remaining of the game. 2 minutes.
Just 5 to shoot. Rebounded by the Bucks. They led by as many as 18 points. In the corner, George with it. Drops in the tray.
And he is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Pass to Iguodala. Here's Siakam. Here's Iguodala, defended by George.
And plays with solid floor recognition. Siakam continues to fine-tune those playmaking skills.
Milwaukee making a switch. On the free throw, no good. And it's Adebayo with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. They're leading by 8. In the corner, George with it. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Adebayo. This one for 3. Iguodala grabs the rebound. Right side, Simon. And a miss there on the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And it's ball penetrating. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
It's just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
Here's Mitchell. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
And the Bucks with possession here. 6-point game. And an intentional foul right there.
14 foul. Shooting from the wall.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Memphis. 19 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Personal foul. 14 foul.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 7. And so he hits both. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Suggs looking around, and another miss by Memphis. Lillard from outside hits it from 3-point range. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch.
Obvious me, I feel now I need a shot of you. Time with you, I do what I gotta do. I just wanna vibe with you, would die for you. Put them to the side for you. Everybody's jumping, jumping, dance. Everybody's jumping, jumping. Everybody's jumping, jumping. Yeah. Jumping, jumping. Honeys be moving their bodies, they be moving their hips so fluidly. Bass be bumping, so we be jumping. Welcome to the party, yeah. We got food if you're hungry, some side if you want it, in the back if you're thirsty. And every bad at the party, yeah. We vibing and grinding one for the night. And I think that we did it this time. Got guys in the corner, they out. Shawty done had a last for the night.
Welcome to... .2K Sports presentation of the NBA, but the bad news is there is no basketball, there is no NBA. The game has been canceled. Happy April Fool's Day, baby. This is the NBA, and we've got a great one in store. Here we go. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. It's East versus West here in Milwaukee. Bucks hope to put on a show for this home crowd. Here's Ball. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot. Hey, Clark, in tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts. And I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
High effort play by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot up.
Greg, with how explosive John Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
To the inside, and that one's good, George.
Yeah, LaMelo relishes every chance he gets to drop a dime like that.
It's Ellis on the wing. Back to Morant. Down low. Here's Ware. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Back to Ball. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Ball's got 5.
You know, if LaMelo shoots it at a high clip from deep, man, oh man, I don't know how anybody's going to guard it.
Nailed from three-point land.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Ball. He has 5. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Pretty smart play that time by Ball, calling for a pick and roll to throw the defense off the scent a little bit.
Left side, Williams. Back to George. 6 to shoot. This one for 3. They get it back. Pass to Alexander Walker. Outside, George. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Ball, no good. The Clippers trail. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with the head coach from Milwaukee. Well, of course, they're concerned about the dynamic Ja Morant. Coach told me the plan is simple. Make things as hard as they can on Ja on both ends of the floor. Make him work on defense, and by crunch time, maybe we can tire him just a little bit. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Poked away, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
And the dunk by Barnes.
Now, we've talked Barnes is athletic, he's strong, but he also has good bounce, so he gets up fast to ram it home.
Outside, Jones. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Stolen by Jones. Here's Alexander Walker. Rebound by the Clippers. Pass to Morant. Stolen by Ball. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ball's got 7. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Jones for 3. Clippers trail by 3. Barnes outside. Back to Morant. It's stolen by Jones. The kick out to Williams. Back to George. Fires for 3. And Ware pulls it down.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Now Morant. That one falls. Morant's got his second bucket of the night.
And no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, he makes it look easy.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Ball. There's Williams with the 3. And no good. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Over in the corner, Ellis. Clippers moving the ball around. Barnes the screen. Uncovered. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. 7 points in the game.
Hey, when you lay off of Harrison Barnes, he's going to go right up on the catch.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game. 9 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Williams. Back to Ball. Outside Williams. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Bucks lead by 2. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Milwaukee in the lead. Lillard outside. Pass to Adebayo. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Adebayo's got his first basket of the night.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. I had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
Lillard outside. To the paint. And Adebayo throws it down.
And Dame runs that so well. Knows precisely when to deliver that pass out of the pick and roll.
And it's Williamson missing. Bucks leading by 6. And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym-like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper.
The league is attempting, Clark, to minimize flopping. Do you like the technical foul assessment for just that act?
Yeah, I do. I really do, because that way you can get it out of the game. These guys are as big, as strong as any athletes in the world. They shouldn't be falling down as much as they do trying to draw a foul. Tell you what, doesn't matter whether he's on the move or standing still, Leonard is a flat-out laser shooter.
And the foul on Tari Eason. That's foul number 2 for him. On defense, Milwaukee. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Here's Collier. Here's Reed. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Horford. Lillard from outside. Walker with the rebound. Clippers trail by 7. Pass to Reed. Here's Williamson. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws. Great, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Milwaukee. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Outside, Horford cuts off the pass. And now the Clippers on the break. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Pass to Eason. Horford with it. He's covered by Clark. And here's Adebayo. Kicks it out to Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Horford, good.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. But I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, DA is a two-way threat. Here's Lillard. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Lillard's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks. Here's Collier, and it's blocked. Allen with it. Guarded now by Clark. Lillard surveying the D. Takes it inside.
Off the pick and roll, you know that Dame is looking for his shot.
Clippers trail by 11. Here's Collier to the left side wing. Clark for 3. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Here's Williamson. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
That's just all Zion. But once he gets that close, he's zoned in on capitalizing no matter what.
Nobody near Lillard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Clippers trail by 11. There's Williamson with the 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
The Bucks working the ball around. Pass to Lillard. Back to Adebayo. Reed with the block.
Great denial by Reed. Boundless energy he brings.
Inside. Kicks it out to Williamson. Knocks down the 3 ball. Williamson's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Lillard. Horford has a wide-open look, and the Bucks miss again.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Several teams changing it up here. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Ball with it. 7 points in the game. Stolen by Ellis. Here's Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Bucks on top. They're up by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Ball. Diving in.
Among the best ball handlers in the league for sure. LaMelo right to the rack.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
The kick out to Williams. Back to Ball. And Ball slams it in.
You know, possessing outstanding height at his position, Ball excels at using that size and his body control to convert through contact.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the evening. Clark, the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball, and the only thing holding him back now is his health.
It certainly is, and it's unfortunate because he's a talented, fun-to-watch player. He's already missed a bunch of games early in his career, but he is the total package as a point guard now. Great length at 6'7", and I still think he has MVP potential. It's a matter of can he stay on the floor?
Back to Morant. Here's Ware. Lays it up and banks it in. Ware's got his third basket of the night.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Grant. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Jones.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Outside Williams. Back to Ball. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Just 4 to shoot. Outside, George. Off target with his 3.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Back to Morant. To the middle. Here's Ware. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And I like how Morant threaded the needle there. Just an excellent pass off that pick.
Pass to Williams. Fires the 3. And again, the Bucks miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Back to Barnes. Here's Ware. Top the key, Barnes. Here's Ware. He's guarded by Williams. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. Bucks leading by 3. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Clippers. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Morant outside. And it's Williamson missing. Milwaukee leading by 3. Jones, no one around him. Drills the three-pointer. Jones has got 6 points.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
But nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Allen outside. Back to Eason. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Adebayo. Allen for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Here's Morant. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. And now just a 2-point Milwaukee lead. Outside, Jones. And it's off from three-point range. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Milwaukee. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Pass to Reed for the lead. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Reeves got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And the Bucks with possession. Now, here's Adebayo. Lillard way outside. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Reed with the block. Here's Walker. Here's Clark. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Los Angeles on top as they wrap up the third quarter.
The Clippers, 46.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Collier. Williamson left side. Inside. Now here's Reed. Over in the corner, Williamson. With the second effort. Horford with the rebound. Pass to Eason. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The block.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Nobody near Allen. From outside, off the mark.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Horford.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning, you pretty much have to foul.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
He missed a chance to put him up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
Now Lillard. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Lillard. Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Lillard is lethal as a shooter, even from way downtown.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Milwaukee in the lead. Here is Lillard. Pass to Adebayo. And here we go. Williamson outside. Walker a screen. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Stripped away. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers.
And every year, Williamson seems to take another leap as a distributor. Great pass on that one.
Pass to Adebayo. Back to Lillard. Now here's Adebayo. For the 3. Reed with the rebound. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Substitution here for the Clippers. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. When that 3 goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thank you, David. On offense, here are the Clippers. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Morant scanning the floor. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And there's no doubt Morant near the top of the list of elite scorers in this league.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles.
They're looking to attack in transition every time down the floor, just wearing the defense thin at this point.
You know, we've got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up.
And stolen by Barnes. Clark with a wide-open look. And the Clippers miss again. Bucks trailed by 3. Here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Harrison Barnes picks one up. That's good from George.
At the line for the Bucks, George. 2 shots.
And he makes the first but misses the second.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Where, no good. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. The kick out to Williams. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And clearly an important junction. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Lillard fires away from way outside. No good on the quick three. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
Yeah, and you can't afford to let that thing get any slimmer.
Here's Ware. The rebound by the Bucks. Fast break, Milwaukee. Left side, Ball. And to Lillard. Fires from deep. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Here's the floater. And Morant gets it to go.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Lillard outside. Double team on Adebayo. The Bucks working the ball around. Morant bats for two. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Ball surveying the defense. Pass to Adebayo.
Can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was want to. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Barnes the screen. Lets it go from deep. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. And so it's Milwaukee with it. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Eason with it. Outside, Ball. Just 5 to shoot. It counts.
Talk about coming up big. Ball not shying away from these moments.
Barnes the screen. Money! And that shot brings them to within just one.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Do it. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. In both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
6 seconds left for the fourth. A 3 from Barnes. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that'll do it, folks.
think I'm going somewhere. I'm stuck with my family.